Alright, Shalom. First off, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, the blindest to our apostles and elders of the great millstone, who rule well, and please us in the sincere, Salaki, and the sincere peace and salutations to all the Akim that's pushing this word and truth and sincerity. It's the brother Ganan from the DC camp with another video. Just going to entitle it, Lord's willing, our labor is not in vain. I'm going to jump right into it. This is Hebrews chapter 6, verse 10. And it says, "For the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have shown towards his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister." Right? You know, this labor of love, this work that we do, you know, is repetitive. You know, it's on and on and on and on. You know, and it's not an easy thing. You know, it's not an easy thing to constantly endure and put in your work. You know, but you know, words of encouragement is to know that this is not in vain, man. You know, we're not we're not doing it for nothing. You know, sometimes you'll go out and you'll feel like nobody listening. You know, it's just mainly directed to the younger Akim, you know, because older brothers understand. You know, brothers that's been in this thing for some time now understand exactly what's going on. And the scriptures say we'll preach to the wind, you know, because we understand what we've been commanded to do and the work that we're doing, man, and then it's not in vain. You know, the scriptures say for the Most High is not unrighteous. You know, the Most High is a righteous power. You know, it says, which ye have shown towards his name. You know, we have shown this towards the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. You know, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is a true and faithful power. You know, it's going to reward us for what we do. You know. Got a couple more scriptures that I wrote down. This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 58. And it reads, "Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, for as much as ye know that your labor of love, that your labor is not in vain in the Lord." Right. So you're supposed to be unmovable, man. You're supposed to be firm in this thing. You know. You're supposed to set your eyes on heaven, man. You know. That's why the scriptures say in Matthew 6, or what is it, 6 or 7? I think it's 6. Yeah, it's 6. Yeah, 6 and 19, it says, lay not up for yourselves treasure upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Right, you know, you're not supposed to be looking for your reward and trying to build up a reward here in what you call America, man. You know, that's not what this thing is about. That's not what we are about, man. That's not what the Hebrew Israelites is about. That's why Micah 2 and 10 says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest," man. You know. It says, "But lay up for yourselves treasure in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal." Right, you know, this can't be stolen. You know, this work that we're putting in, you know, this is all going into a spiritual bank account, man, that you're going to receive in due time, man. You're supposed to do what you're supposed to do. That's having faith, man. Because what is faith? Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. These things aren't seen, man. And that's the beauty of it, you know, because the more and more you do this, the more and more you show that you got faith, and the more and more rewards that you're going to get in heaven, man. You know, you're supposed to store your treasures up in heaven. You know, that's what this work is about, man. This work is to build up your treasures in heaven, man. You know, and ultimately it's to pay back your Yahweh Shah, man. You know, that's really what your mind should be on, man. It's for Yahweh Shah to get his glory because of what Yahweh Shah did for us, man. You know, Yahushua went through hell for us, and we owe him. You know, so our labor shall not go in vain for the sake of Yahushua, man. You know, and then after Yahushua, us, man. You know, after Yahushua, you know, because people are disrespecting the name of Yahweh, man. The Heavenly Father, you know. You got the Muslim rat keep coming to the DC camp, you know, Robert Warren, you know. And brothers should be sending curses on him, man. You know, talking this Allah mess, man. You putting these no powers on the level of Yahweh, man. You know. And that's what we out there working for. We pushing forth the name of Yahweh Bashim Shah, man. And this labor is not going to be in vain, man. We should be unmovable. I'm going to read that again. It says, therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of Yahweh Bashim Shah, man. We should be always abounding in the work of Yahweh Bashim Shah, man. Being unmovable, you know, being strong. For as ye know, that your labor is not in vain. You know, our labor is not in vain in Yahweh Bashim Shah, man. You know. We gotta stay strong for Yahweh Bashim Shah. You know. And once they get their glory, we will get ours. This is Philippians 2:16. And it reads, holding forth the word of life, that I may rejoice in the day of Hamashiach. You know, that, you know, holding forth the word of life. This word is life, man. This word is synonymous with living, man. You know, that I may rejoice in the day of Hamashiach, man. That I have not run in vain, neither labored in vain, right? You know. And that's what we holding forth. That's what we holding firm to, man. You know, this race, man. You can't look back now. The scriptures say, in Luke, you know, everybody knows it, 9:62. It says, and Yahushua said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High, man. We not looking back, you know, because we understand that this thing is not in vain, man. This vain means empty. You know, this is not an empty work that we're doing, man. This work means something, you know. We know that our people are in disarray right now, you know. Marching up and down, begging our enemy for a piece of the pie, you know, for justice, you know, for some type of rights when we know we're not going to get it, man. You know, this is what we doing, man. We're trying to wake up the elect so we can get out of here, man. You know, because time and time again, we just read the Maccabees, man. Time and time again, we always find ourselves begging, man. Here it is, you got the Edomites, and they covered the faces of the judges, man. You know, they put this Jesus image on Yahweh Shah, man. They saying Yahweh is all loving and he love all, man. That's completely false, man. We out here to bring forth the truth, you know, and this will not be in vain, you know, because soon our Lord is going to come and save us, man. You know, he's going to come and save us, and he's going to show what it's truly about. And once that glory is shown throughout the earth, we're going to get our glory, man. And we're going to show, and it's going to be shown that it's not in vain, man. This is St. Matthew's 11:28. It says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." Right? This is Yahweh Shah speaking, man. We should be unto Yahweh Shah. You know, those that labor and that are heavy laden, man, full of burden, man. And I will give you rest. You know, that's what we're seeking for, man. That's ultimately the main goal right now. That's right now we don't have no rest. That's I quoted it earlier, Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, man. We're looking for our rest. That's what we're seeking for. It says, take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light, man. And that's following the ways of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. That's being a follower of Yahushua, man. That's bearing your own cross. That's drinking your cup, Following Yahushua, man, is going to lead us to to life, man, and everlasting life, man. Everlasting life, man. We're looking for our rest, man. And that's why we labor. That's what we do. That's the point of what we do here, man. This is Hebrews 4:11. It says, let us labor therefore to enter into that rest, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief. Right, let us therefore labor, man. We can't stop this labor, man. We can't stop what we're doing here, because it's a strong goal, man, and it's not in vain, man. This is not in vain. Hey, and that's pretty much the point, man. Our labor is not in vain. It's just a few little points just to harp on, that we know that this is not in vain. The things that we do, man, we have faith that Yahweh Shah will get their glory, and after that we'll get ours, man. We won't let nobody take our crown, and that's the main point, man. Don't let nobody take your crown, man. Believe, the scriptures. The scriptures say, let every man be persuaded in his own mind, man. You got to be fully persuaded in this thing so you can go hard for this thing, man. But that's all I got. I didn't want this video to be long at all, But your labor is not in vain. Your labor is not in vain, And brothers got to remember that, when things is stalling, things, trouble just constantly keep coming and coming. You got to remember, this work is not in vain, man. It's not forever. This is just a season, This is just for a season, So you gotta be strong and keep praying for the time to move on. And remember what this work is about, man. Remember that this is not in vain, man. And that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua got us, man. But with that, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua B'Shem Rukakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone, and a sincere peace and salutation to all the Akim that's pushing his word and truth and sincerity. Shalom.